ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लंबोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः बालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाभरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यद्यद्विरदवक्त्राद्याः पारिषद्याः परस्सतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिम्। जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिज्ञः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारिमृदां यथा विनिमयः यत्र त्रिसर्गो वृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः रोचिदकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्। श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यते अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रतमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। नमस्कारम्। With Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off in our last session. We completed Adhyayam 25 in Skandam 3, and with Bhagavan's grace, we will take up Adhyayam 26 today. Atha Shatavimsodhyayah. Shatavimsat means 26. Vimsat means 20. Shat. Shat Vimsat. Shat means 6. So Shat Vimsat means 6 plus 20 is 26. Adhyayah. Atha. Thus the 26th Adhyayam. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. In this Adhyayam, just to tell you what the subject matter is, it is about the various categories in creation. There are so many because we are all used to differentiating, not uniting, not integrating. We all play differential calculus in life, always differentiating, finding differences, breaking things into pieces, right? But the integral calculus we don't do. It's total integrated awareness. That is where the truth lies. So this Adhyayam is talking about the categories that Kapila Bhagavan will be teaching through Devahuti to you and me, to all of us who listen to him. Atha Shatvinsodhyayah. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Atha te sampravakshyami tattvanam lakshanam pratak yat viditva vimuchyate purushah prakrutaihi gunaihi. Atha me sampravakshami tattvanam lakshanam pratak yat viditva vimuchyate purushah prakrutaihi gunaihi. Purushah yat viditva prakrutaihi gunaihi vimuchyeta. That is the way we understand sentences unfortunately in English, okay? But in Sanskritam, it can be in different orders, okay? And but still the meaning remains the same. So, Purushaha is the subject, Purushan. Yat viditva, knowing which, prakrutaihi gunaihi vimuchyate. Prakrutaihi, the associated with, part of, the Prakruti. Gunaihi, the three gunas. The Prakrutaihi gunaihi, the matters pertaining to the Prakriti that are guna bound, the three gunas, bound by the three gunas. Vimuchyeta, one who gets freed from it, released from it. So Purushaha yat viditva prakrutaihi gunaihi vimuchyeta, the Purushan knowing which gets free from the subject matters that are bound by the gunas. Tattvanam lakshanam, those tattvangal. Here tattvam asi, that is the truth. But here the essence is what is those tattvangal, the lakshanam, the characteristics of those. Okay? So each one has got a characteristic. The characteristic of ice is to be cold. The characteristic of fire is to be hot. Like that, each one, the characteristic of a human being, you and me, what is the characteristic of you and me? Is love only, prema. That is our only characteristic. Not anger, not anything else, not jealousy, none of those. Those are all asuric tendencies. But our characteristic is to love. The dharmam, the shantam, the premam. Okay, those are the ahimsa and satyam. Satya, dharma, shanti, prema, ahimsa. Those five values are the human values. So those are our characteristics as human beings, not the form in which we appear. I may be very extremely handsome. I may be tall. I may be short. I may be fat. I may be lean. I may be healthy. I may be sick. I may be a man or a woman. It really doesn't matter. Okay, those external forms are irrelevant. What really characterizes a human being is a human contact. That contact is one of love. Satyam, dharmam, shanti, premam, ahimsa. Those are the five characteristics we have. But in the Prakriti, there are so many things with so many characteristics, isn't it? Right? We all know that anything you think of, immediately we know that it has got a characteristic of its own. Those are all Prakriti bound by gunas. So Tattvanam Lakshanam, those various characteristics, Prutak, individually separated bit by bit in a differentiated manner so you can understand it. The moment I share with you what I learned from my master, that the characteristic of ice is to be cold and the characteristic of fire is to be hot, immediately the characteristics have been differentiated. So I can relate to it. Then I understand the message, isn't it? So Pratak, in that way separated. Te to you, Atha, now, Sam Pravakshyami, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you that by which you will get release. Man can get release from the matters that are bound by the various gunas of the nature. So that knowledge I'm going to give you in a differentiated, detailed manner, okay, so you can understand. So that once you understand that and practice it and imbibe it, then you will transcend the gunas of Prakriti. You get released from the gunas. Yatha te tam pravakshyami tattvanam lakshanam pratak. Sri Bhagavan uvacha. Yat viditva vimuchyeta purushaha prakrutaihi gunaihi. Very important here. It's Bhagavan uvacha. Remember, it's the same Krishna Bhagavan speaking in Bhagavad Gita. Same Bhagavan. Okay? They never differentiate that Kapila was different from Krishna, different from Rama, different from Varaha, Narasimha. No, nothing like that. One and the same entity, the truth appearing at different times, in different forms, but the message is one and the same, exactly one and the same. Second slokam, Jnanam Nishreyasa Arthaya. Okay, Nishreyasa Arthaya Purushasya Atma Darshanam Yat Avuhu Varnaye Tat Te Hridaya Granthi Bhedanam. Okay, so first slokam is Yat Piditva, it says knowing which. The second slokam, that Jnanam. He is going to not describing that. Yat Piditva, what is it? That's a Jnanam, that's a knowledge. So this Jnanam, Nishreyasa Arthaya Purushasya Atma Darshanam. Yet Avuhu Varnaye, how they describe, how it is described, that I am going to tell you. That say to you. Hridaya Granthi Bhedanam. That Jnanam is also Hridaya Granthi Bhedanam. So it has got two adjectives, this knowledge here. What is this that to be known? It has got two adjectives. First one is Hridaya Granthi Bhedanam. Granthi. Granthi means knot. We say in Tamil, Mudichu. Right? So you're bound by the knot. You have to untie the knot, isn't it? To loosen it up. So we are all bound. What is that knot that has to be loosened up? Hridaya Granthi, what is it that is knotting my love from coming out, from manifesting itself, pouring out? Right? And so that Hridaya Granthi, Vedanam, the knot that is binding me, binding my the limitless prema within me, but that is being bound by this knot of selfishness. Okay? And now, Bhedanam, to release it, to remove it, this knowledge, the one that removes the knot that is binding my hridayam. Number one adjective, Atma Darshanam. It also is a knowledge that gives me the darshanam of Atma, of the one entity that is present everywhere, invisible to my eyes, external eyes, and inaudible to my external ears. They're all externally focused, but internally, my internal eyes can see them. Internal ears can hear that beautiful Prahlada Dhvani. That is why it's called Prahlada. Okay? And these Dhvani that you can hear, and fragrance, my God, the divine fragrance you can smell internally. Right? These, the sweetness, the madhuram, that Atma Darshanam, this Jnanam, Yat Jnanam, which Jnanam releases the knot of my hridayam, which knowledge, which Jnanam gives me the Atma Darshanam, and which Jnanam Purushasya Nishreyasarthaya. For man, here Purusha means not Purushottama. No, it is not the Purusha of described in the Purusha Sukta in the Veda. This is you and me, the Purusha that is bound in the Maya of body and mind. Okay? So the Purushasya Nishreyasarthaya, for a person like me bound to my, attached to my body and mind, to get release and attain moksham. Nishreyasarthaya means is which jnanam, Nishreyasarthaya, which knowledge is the cause, the reason for attaining moksham. The avuhu, that they say, okay, that to you, varnaye, I will describe, I will teach you. So understand. So jnanam, Nishreyasarthaya, this knowledge is the reason, the causeway for attaining moksham. Jnanam Purushasya the Atma Darshanam, and the one that gives the Atma Darshanam. Jnanam Hridaya Granthi Bhedanam, removes the knot that is binding my hridayam, which is selfless love. Right? That knowledge, this knowledge, yet avuhu, these are the knowledge that is said. This is beautiful. The same way Bhagavan teaches Bhagavad Gita also. Sometimes he gives you a straight teaching. As he says, Me Sharanam Braja, he says, surrender to me. Another time he says, this is what they say. Yata Agu, Yat Agu, like this is what people say. So he has said, Yat Agu, how it is described. That knowledge, say, Varnaye, I will describe to you. Jnanam Vistreya Sarthaya Purushasya Atmadarshanam Yat Agu Varnaye Satte Hridaya Granthi Bhedanam. Number 3. Now, what is this knowledge? Anadihi. Anadihi Atma Purushaha Nirgunaha Prakrutehe Paraha Pratyagdhama Swayam Jyotihi Viswam Yena Samanvitam. Okay. Now, most of this we've been taught by our elders, by our grandmother and grandfather, and various discourses we go to, what we read and hear and all that. Some of these we have heard. But this is the moolam, coming from Bhagavatam, what Bhagavan himself says. What is this knowledge? That Purusha says, Anadihi, Atma, that Purushaha, Nirgunaha, Prakrutehe Paraha, Pratyagdhama, Swayam Jyotihi, Viswam, Yena, Samanvitam. Yena, by whom? In whom? Viswam, the whole universe. Swayam Jyotihi. It is the Swayam Jyotihi, Samanvitam. The whole thing is illuminated. By whom? That one Jyoti, Swayam Jyoti, Samanvitam, illuminating, and Prakasam. The whole universe is Prakasam, including the darkness. We have spoken about this. Even absolute darkness is also effulgent only, isn't it? Because the effulgence is from within, not from outside. That effulgence, Anadihi, is beginningless. Atma, the indweller, that Purusha is also Pratyagdhama, perceivable everywhere. But Swami says, I'm everywhere looking at you. You're not looking at me. You're not seeing me. I'm seeing you. Everywhere Bhagavan is looking at us. My eyes, my external eyes, with its limited power to see, does see him in everything. But my mind doesn't see it. My mind is elsewhere. Because Bhagavan is Pratyaksha. He is manifesting constantly and continuously, in all places, in all ways, at all times. Whether it is Sabdamayi, through the words that I'm speaking right now, or whatever you see, could be anything. It doesn't have to be a very beautiful sunset. It can be what I consider as a very ugly sight. It doesn't matter. It's all in my mind. But the fact, the fear in me is the Atma. Okay? So that Pratyagdhama is perceivable everywhere. And that Bhagavan, Prakrutehe, okay, Nirgunaha, is beyond the three gunas of nature. Yena, in whom the whole Viswam, the whole Prapancham, Samanvitam, completely congruent to part and parcel of one entity, Swayam Jyotihi, the self-effulgent, that Atma, Purushaha. Okay, that Purushan, who's that? Now this Purushan is different from the previous Purushan. In Slokam 2, that Purusha is like what we say, man, woman, this kind of a thing. Okay? Whereas here, this Purusha is a Purusha Suktam Purusha, the indweller, the Kshetrajna, okay, the one who knows. Okay? The embodied, the one who lives, it appears as different embodiments, the one entity. So that Purusha. So reading the Slokam again, Anadihi Atma, that Purushaha, Nirgunaha, Prakrutehe Paraha, very important. He is beyond the Prakriti, is beyond this nature. Very important. We all know Bhagavan is beyond. Atitaha, we say. Atitaha, Kalatitaha, we say things like that, right? But there is no way you will hear Premaditaha, Satyaditaha, doesn't work, because Bhagavan is Premam and Satyam only. Okay? But he's not beyond that. But here he is beyond the Prakriti. Prakritehe param, very important. So he's beyond the material existence. Okay. Pratyek Dhama, but he is perceivable everywhere. You and I can see him at any moment, any place, like Prahlada saw him in that pillar, right? He saw him everywhere. But to Prahlada, he was Pratyek Dhama. He was perceived everywhere. Everywhere. So when Hiranyakasipu asked him, he had no hesitation. Yeah, is he present in this pillar? Of course he is. So, because he sees him there. So that Pratyek Dhama is present everywhere, perceivable everywhere. The only thing is, I don't perceive it. That is my problem, not his. But Pratyek Dhama, Swayam Jyotihi, Yena Visvam Samanvitam. In whom, by whom, or in whom, the whole Visvam, the entire creation, Samanvitam, is maintained, is effulgent, is appearing, is well protected, okay, maintained. That Atma, that Purusha. So into number 4, Slokam 4, Saha Yesha Prakritim Sukshmam Daivim Gunamayim Vibhuhu Yat Richaya Eva Upagatam Abhyapadhyata Leelaya. Okay. The same Bhagavan is in you, in me, no difference. And our physical differences, distances, they don't matter at all. The same Bhagavan, we are all present in him. In him. It is not so much like he is present in us, we are all present in him. The only problem is, something has happened where I consider myself different from you. You consider yourself different from me, or different from the object in front of you, different from the book that you're seeing, different from the sound you're hearing. What has happened? The same entity. That is what Kapila Bhagavan is going to describe in this slokam and the next 2 slokams, if you understand. Very, very, very beautiful it is, okay? Saha yeshaha prakritim sukshmam daivim gunamayi vibhuhu yat prichaya eva upagatam abhyapadhyata leelaya. Remember, the divine impulse was ekam sat, okay? Vipraha bhaguta vasanti, ekoham bahusyam, right? We have covered this. Aham ekaha, I'm only one. Bahusyam, I became many. Why? We covered that Mahatsattvam, because I am love, I am truth, I am Satya, I am Ananda, I am Prema. But the nature of Prema is to give love and receive love. The nature of Anandam is to give Anandam and receive Anandam. But there was no one else to give Prema to, to give Anandam to. Therefore, I separated myself from myself. That is what Avatara Purushan's Vakyam, translated in English. Okay? So this is Ekoham Bahusyam, described to us in a very simple way in Kali Yuga, with our limited intellectual ability and extremely weak discipline and niyamam and all that, for us to understand with our Manda Buddhi, to be able to understand. He has put it very clearly. I separated myself from myself in order to give love and receive love. Give Anandam and receive Anandam. That's the only reason. That is the Leelaya. So, Saha Yeshaha, Saha Yeshaha, that Purushan, which one that described in the previous lokam, okay, that Purushan, Nirgunaha, Anadihi, Atma, Prakritehe Paraha, Pratyadhama, that Purushan, Saha Yeshaha, is also Vibhuhu. Vibhuhu means, is in this case omnipotent. It is Sarva Shakti, all powerful, okay? Sarva Shakti. So that yes, Sukshmam, very extremely subtle, Gunamayi, okay? The manifesting or appearing as a gunas, Gunamayi, like Sabdamayi, Gunamayi, these are all Bhagavan's present, right? And they're all doing sancharam, moving about, right? And so Bhagavan is present in mobility, movement also. So in various ways he is manifested. One of them is Gunamayi, in the form of Gunas. Okay, that Purushan. Daivi, that means with the divine, the divinity, the divine effulgence. Leelaya, only for the sake of playing. What is this playing here? It is like hide and seek play. Okay, nothing other than hide and seek is going on between me and Bhagavan, between you and Bhagavan. Hide and seek. Bhagavan is hiding and I have to seek him. Once I seek him, he manifests himself, he shows himself up. That's all. But this hide and seek play is one of love only. To give love in order to see love. Only when I give love, I can experience love. Once I experience love, I'm experiencing Bhagavan. Simple. Okay? So that Leelaya, Upagatam Prakrutim Yat Ruchaya Yeva. Upagatam. This in creation, this Prakriti was created by Bhagavan. Bhagavan's Sankalpam immediately manifests. We call it as creation and all this thing. But Bhagavan is just a Sankalpam. That's all. And immediately it happened. And when that Prakriti was created, which is the three gunas, as we have seen this earlier, Prakriti is nothing but three gunas in equilibrium. And that once it happened, yes, Richaya Eva, that Prakriti, Prakritim, that nature, that Prakriti, Yat Richaya Eva, by himself, like it happened, because Sankalpa immediately it happened. With that attitude, Abhyapadyatha, he accepted it. He donned that Maya. He wore it. Okay? This in order to conduct a Leela. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
I'm hearing some of the sound. Music coming.
Okay.
We can hear.
Somebody needs to mute it if they can go over.
Not sure if somebody joined just now.
No, there's some music coming on.
Yes.
Let us stop today and then we'll continue later. Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.